Namaste Sober. Hey guys, I just wanted to take a second and apologize about my last video. I think I was a little harsh about AA and the program. I clearly have some resentments towards the program. And what works for you, and if it works for you, that's great. I'm not saying that it'll never work for me. Just for right now, it's not helpful in my recovery. I even had a friend of mine, she lives in another state, and she was talking about how she's getting frustrated. She's been sober for 3 years in AA. I think actually a little over 3 years. And that she's kind of been getting upset because they've just been encompassing more rules and guidelines and judgment and stuff like that, and it's really bothering her. So, and everybody's different. For me, the judgment and the rules just wouldn't work for me because the perfection and having to be a certain way is just too much pressure, and that's who I was as an alcoholic, and I'm trying to not be that person because I don't want to be that person. And for me, and I think for most people, recovery should be about you and what works for you. And for me, I'm really working on trying to prove to myself that I deserve to be sober for myself, that I deserve to stick to something, that I deserve not to give up on myself. Because I do often, I give up on myself, and I feel like that's where a lot of feeling like other people give up on me because I'm so quick to give up on myself first too. But with that being said, I had somebody from Sober Grid actually reach out to me because I said something about not really being comfortable with AA anymore and feeling like it was an organized religion and stuff like that. And he just told me to look into Refuge Recovery. You can go to their website. It is refugerecovery.org. And so far I love it. I think it's awesome. Sorry, my cat. She's like needy. Whenever, it's so funny because she wants nothing to do with me when I want to do, when I want to pet her, but then when I'm busy, she wants me. Anyways, Refuge Recovery is great. I am falling in love with the program. I'm actually going to go to my first meeting with them this week. There's definitely less options for the meetings around here. I think it'll catch on. Maybe if I really get into it, I could even start my own type deal. I suggest anybody to look into it. There are a lot of people who I know that use both, use AA and at Refuge Recovery. I think that's awesome. There's also something else called Smart Recovery. And it's funny because I've been in recovery for over 9 months and I'm just learning about all this stuff. So definitely do your research. If you're new in recovery, make sure that you're looking into it because AA is not the only way. There's several other things that you could be looking into. These are just the two that I've recently looked into, is the Refuge Recovery and Smart Recovery. So, just do your research, whatever makes you happy, whatever works for you. I know plenty of people who don't use anything, and I think that's admirable and honestly great. I know that I just need something, because I am kind of a loner and kind of more on my own. A lot of people have family and other support systems and stuff like that, and I don't really have a big support system, because I really think that the only person that's kind of sober in my life is my one friend that lives in another state, and then my son. But because at least I feel like I needed something. I started to feel when I decided to disconnect myself from AA and stuff like that, and even telling people really kind of turned their back on me and stuff like that. I never said that I wasn't planning on keeping in my recovery, just that wasn't AA, the program. I started to feel the AA getting in my head and stuff like that, that was the only way in recovery, it was the only way I was going to make it, and stuff like that. And once I found Refuge Recovery, I started to really feel relief, know that there was more out there and that it wasn't just the only thing. So I'm much happier now. And realizing, that I really do have a lot of work to do, and I need to focus on myself and these inner demons that I have, because I'm not nice to myself, and that's something that's really affecting me, because I make the smallest mistake and I obsess over it, and still that perfection bit is coming in, and realizing that I am a sensitive person and it's okay to be sensitive. I am a woman. But I still have this envisionment of myself that I've been through all the stuff that I've been through, and I'm supposed to be tougher than I am. But I think that pressure could eventually make me drink, like if I continue to do that and badger myself. But with Refuge Recovery, it's helped me to like just get back into meditating. I'm not doing it every day, but I'm doing it way more often than I was before, and getting more in touch with my higher power. And just realizing like that I need to be like healing and cleansing myself in this moment, because of everything that I've been going through. And with that being said, things didn't work out between the girl and I that I was dating. Mainly because I realized that I still have a lot of work to do on myself. I just, I can't let people get close to me. That's part of the reason why I think that a lot recently, I don't think that being with somebody is in the cards for me. Because I just have a lot of work, and I know that like I would love that, but I just need to love myself first and know that I am lovable, because that's like one of the biggest things that I'm dealing with. And with that being said, because of everything that's like coming to head, what I'm doing is just taking a step back from social media as much as possible. I'll still make videos, but just not going to really be posting so much on Instagram or like responding back on Sober Good and stuff like that. If you reach out and you want some help or you need some advice, of course I'm going to be there. Like absolutely no questions asked. But for me, like I need some mental time to myself, because I see myself like searching for like likes and people's like approval, and I'm just realizing like that's not what I need. Like I need to be looking for my inner peace and my inner happiness and what makes me happy, and really knowing that like I can't please everybody, because that's what I'm getting upset about, like that I'm not being able to please everybody and make everyone happy and everybody to like me and stuff like that. Because one of the biggest things that like I've been having to deal with recently is I'm a big like jokester, but I don't ever realize like how much of an aggressive, intimidating person I am. I've been told it pretty much my entire life. And it's not really something that I can help. I don't know if it's like my stature or who I am as a person. Like I think maybe I come off that like I'm way more comfortable with myself than I really am. Like maybe I'm more comfortable than most. I don't know what it is. But I just see myself like I offend people so easily, and I'm like, that's not where I was coming from at all. So I'm just trying to like, find me and really settle in the fact that like I'm going to upset people, and like there's only so much control that I have over it, because I'm sure I still upset people on purpose. Clearly I do that as well. Like I'm not perfect. So I just need some time to like work on me and stuff like that, and work on being comfortable with who I am as a person, and apologize for my faults to anybody who takes it offensively. So yeah, that's really all for me right now. But I hope everybody's having a happy and healthy sober week. And namaste sober, and I hope you do too.